It's been a while since our last round of Would You Rather, so this week we're on to round 3. This is episode 76. I'm Soraya.
I'm Aurora.
And together we're just your average Disney travelers. Okay, so let's play Would You Rather. It's been a long time since we've played this.
Yeah, it has.
It's our third round, but I think the other two were closer together than this one.
Yeah.
Do you want me to do the first one, or do you want to?
I'll do the first one.
Okay.
Okay. Would you rather have an overnight campout on Tom Sawyer's Island or in Tarzan's treehouse?
I am going to go with the treehouse because I love trees, and the treehouse has rooms that have like hammocks as beds, and so you're already set up with furniture, I guess makeshift furniture, makeshift beds and stuff, and so I think that would be more comfortable. What about you?
I was gonna say the Tarzan treehouse too, but mostly because it's on land, and if I just wanted to leave the treehouse, I could. But then, I guess the whole point is like the camp out itself. I guess I don't know.
That's true.
I haven't been to either that much, so I'll just say Tarzan's because of that reason.
Okay.
I mean, sleeping in that cave
in a cave.
Yeah, sleep in a cave.
Those caves, those paths through the caves are pretty small and narrow and windy. I don't know if there's just, I'm sure there are straight enough sections.
Standing up.
Yeah. Just go sleep at the fort in the middle on the dirt.
Yeah, I'll sleep in the treehouse, actually.
Yeah, I'll take the treehouse too. Okay. Would you rather go to Disney multiple times a year for just 2 or 3 days each trip, or go for one whole week once a year?
We already go like 3 days each time.
That
really?
I think that's Disneyland. Because we go
Disney in general.
No, this is just in general. Because we're going to Disneyland, we often go for 3 or maybe 4 days or whatever.
I'm still gonna go with that one because if I get a choice, well, I mean,
it's okay. There's no wrong answer.
Well, no, I'm just confused because, like...
Would you prefer going multiple small trips, which is kind of what we do usually if we're going to Disneyland, or would you rather do one bigger trip, just one?
Smaller trips.
You like smaller trips, so
yeah.
You can go multiple times, break it up, and that works really well going to Disneyland, because Disneyland you don't need to have a full week. In fact, a full week is probably a little bit overkill at Disneyland if you're only doing Disneyland for the full week, but you can, like, we've done it for 5 days. We'll do it again. I think we're planning to do it again this year. But that's of course taking our time and everything. And most of the time, though, we go for like 3 or 4 days.
Yeah,
and that's still kind of taking our time.
Yeah, and it's good for us.
Yeah, it's good. It
works for us.
All right, how about you get the next one?
Would you rather stay in the Cinderella Castle Suite? Yeah. For one night, or at a Polynesian village resort bungalow for 1 week?
Okay, here's the thing. I'm going to have to go with Cinderella Suite because I almost feel like I've had this question before. Because you can't stay there. Like, you can't book it. The bungalows are insanely expensive. I don't know that I will ever stay there. But eventually I could, if I really, really wanted to, pay to go to the bungalows, because that's what they are. You can book them. The Cinderella Suite, though, is not available. In fact, it's very rarely even given away as a grand prize for some sweepstakes. And so it's so hard to get in there. If I ever had the chance, I'd have to jump on it, just because it's not one that comes across very often.
That's actually a really good point.
What were you thinking?
I don't know, because I don't know what the bungalows are like at all. I don't know what they even look like.
They look like bungalows over the
water.
I don't
know what bungalows look like in general.
I'll have to show it to you sometime.
But that's a good point, because Yeah, that's a really good point. So I'll go sweet as well.
You're going to go with the sweet as well? Yeah. All right. Would you rather get to enjoy... Oh, see, now this is an old school question. Although they're kind of bringing them back, but they're kind of bringing them back at Disney World. They kind of have... they're just not the way they used to be. But here's the question. Would you rather get to enjoy extra magic hours in the morning or at night?
Night.
And that's the teenager's answer. I like them both. It's hard. Night, you get more hours. So they used to, back in the day when we had these extra magic hours, they have something similar now. It's not the same setup exactly, and they're calling it something different, but at least at Disney World, Disneyland has not brought them back at all. But generally you had like, it used to be 1 hour in the morning or 2 or 3 hours at night. And now it's half an hour in the morning.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's to any of the parks. It's not like you're assigned, like you're only given one option. And then the deluxe resorts get to stay, I think it's only even on select nights when they only have 2 parks, I believe, two that they have available occasionally. They have 2 hours after. So anyways, you get more time in the evenings when they offer those free hours or extra hours. And so that is a better value, but I am old and getting tired a lot of times. Although truthfully, if I had that option...
So you're going to get up early.
No. Well, it's getting up a little earlier or staying up a lot later. And so...
Well, the thing is that you'll be... Because, like, you're not just getting up early for the opening, but when it opens, you're getting up earlier.
But not by much. An hour at the most.
But even just going for the opening is still kind of early.
See, my inner clock, I wake up plenty early to do that. I'm going to be awake. I'm going to be awake anyways.
That's
I
true.
might as well be in the parks, not sitting in a hotel. But the truth is, if I really wanted the value out of it, I would do the evening, and what I would do is I'd go back to the hotel or something and take a nap in the middle of the day if I really needed to for extra energy and stuff. So that's what I would do. But you for sure the evening, hands down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's predictable.
Would you rather spend a day at Disneyland in the pouring rain or in 100-degree heat?
Rain. Rain, because if it's pouring rain, we had an episode about this. If it's pouring rain, sure, there are some attractions that you're not going to be able to do, they'll be closed down. But there's a lot of attractions that are still going, and there won't be very many people in the parks. And I will just bring my umbrella and maybe, wear a rain jacket and just be wet. I miss the rain, actually, living in the desert.
I would actually choose rain for this one.
Just because the heat is very exhausting.
It's mostly because it's going to be humid because it's in California. If it was here, that would be a bit more harder for me to choose. And the reason is because the rain will stop lots of rides, like Incredicoaster, Thunder Mountain. They wouldn't be able to, they'd be closed.
When it's pouring rain, I don't remember which ones do, but if it's not pouring, if it's lightly raining, those ones are still open, I believe.
It says pouring rain, though.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember which ones are closed.
I've only been there once. I know Thunder
definitely does.
Definitely does, yeah, because it did close when
it was pouring before.
Yeah. So, but I'll also go with pouring rain, because you know what? There's still Guardians.
Guardians, yeah.
Space Mountain. There's enough.
Rise.
Yeah, there's enough rides to make it worth it.
Yeah, I agree. And man, 100-degree weather is not fun.
Especially when it's humid.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, would you rather take a 7-night Disney cruise staying in an inside stateroom or a 3-night Disney cruise staying in an ocean view room with a veranda?
Inside.
Take 7 nights?
Yeah. I want to know what it's like.
Yeah, we have never stayed in an inside cabin on a cruise. All of ours have been either a veranda or at least the ocean view with the window. Or 2 or whatever we've had.
I think it's funny that it's called ocean view when it's on a boat. It's like, where are you going to see a mountain?
Cruise across the mountain range. You're right. I actually agree because I just love cruising. Especially if we were on like the Fantasy or something that had the magical portal windows that make you look like they have those the screens that make it look like it's a window, even though it's not. Maybe that would feel less inside and almost make you think you're in an ocean view, but you're not. I don't know. We've never stayed in one, so yeah. I actually would like to intentionally stay in one, but I kind of want to wait until we're on one of those magic portal.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily want to do it in, like, on the Wonder where it's going to be just pitch black. So.
All right. Ooh, would you rather be able to walk on to Indiana Jones' adventure or to walk on to Star Wars Rise of the Resistance?
I'm going to say Rise of the Resistance because that line is insane.
Same.
Right now.
I'm choosing that.
But even if it wasn't, even if they were the equal length, I feel like the Indiana Jones being inside and underground is cooler and a more comfortable way. Although the Rise of Resistance has those benches along the way where you can sit.
Yeah, and it's mostly, at least, it's always in the shade, really. Well,
unless you're in your way outside. Yeah. It depends on how long the line is.
Most of it's inside. But yeah, okay.
Yeah.
The ratio.
But I'm still going to say Rise because that line is insane right now.
I'm going to say Rise as well for that reason. If we're going with the equal lengths of line, then I wouldn't be able to choose.
I think it would ultimately depend on how long that wait is then. Because if the wait was, like a half hour, you're going to be in that section where you've got all those chairs, the built-in seating.
Yeah.
Although we have the worst luck. Every time it stops for like 2 or 3 minutes, you and I will be where there's not a seat. Like,
and then as soon as we get to where the seats are,
it starts to go
fast.
Yeah. Anyways, okay, is that next one mine?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you rather ride Haunted Mansion with its lights on, or Space Mountain with its lights on?
Space Mountain.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, I do know. Haunted Mansion because I don't get sick on Haunted Mansion. And Space Mountain, with the relief band, that last turn,
it's a sharp
slaughters me. It just destroys it ruins the whole ride because I feel so bad at that one turn. That's like, ugh, is it really even worth it? Although I wonder if I could see it, would I still get as sick? Okay, I changed my answer. For one time only, I want to ride Space Mountain in the lights with the lights on and see if I still feel as nauseous.
Okay.
That's my new answer, Space Mountain.
Okay. I would do Space Mountain because I like the Haunted Mansion spooky vibes.
Yeah.
And the light were completely ruined.
Yeah.
I already know how most of the stuff works. It's not like seeing
Aurora, it's a haunted mansion. That's how it works. It's haunted.
I know. I don't want to see ghosts on their light side or whatever.
On the light side.
Yeah. I want to give them their privacy.
I understand.
But it ruins the spooky vibe, and I like to ride that ride for the spooky vibes.
Yeah. Good. All right. So we agree on that for different reasons, but it doesn't matter. Is it mine or no? I asked that one. It's your turn. Would you rather wait in a standby line with your group for 1 hour or wait in a single rider line for just 10 minutes? Well, we have reached the point of our Disney adventures that I think we all would say we'd rather the single rider. Yeah. That's exactly what we choose when we do Radiator Springs Racers. I think the only exception is if I really want to get a good photo with everybody together, if it's a photo ride like Radiator Springs, there might be one. But honestly, if that's the case, then I'm rope dropping it and not having a long wait. And then we're going to, every other time after we've gotten that one picture, then we'll single rider it and not worry about the pictures. But because you're the same, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, would you rather spend a day in Adventures Campus at Disneyland or the Wizarding World of Harry Potter at Universal Studios? Whoa, we just jumped out of Disney. Hold on. Which one? Orlando or Anaheim? Ooh, that's a good question. Well, this is a question about Disneyland. Avengers Campus. So we'll go with it's Hollywood, not Anaheim, but yeah, Hollywood.
Oh, the Wizarding World.
Yeah, we'll say Universal Studios Hollywood.
Okay.
Which is probably a better comparison, anyways.
Yeah.
It's a little tricky.
Yeah, because it's Avengers Campus and it has Guardians.
Yeah. And Loki.
Yeah, but I'm not a people person.
No, but you always seem to want to meet Loki.
Yeah, because it's cool.
Yeah.
But I already met him like 4 times.
Yeah.
But to go to I'm going to go with Wizarding World.
Really?
Yeah. Because Avengers Campus is unfortunately, because it's a small space,
there's not a lot.
There's not a lot. There's only a couple of things. Guardians is probably the main reason why it was a bit harder for me to choose. But Wizarding World is just the detail and everything.
That is the truth.
So cool.
Wizarding World of Harry Potter is so well done, both at Orlando and at Hollywood. The one in Orlando has 2 sections in both of those parks, and then you take the Hogwarts Express to each one.
This has Hogsmeade and then
Diagon
Alley.
Alley. Yeah. But at at Hollywood, it's just Hogsmeade.
Is it not Diagon Alley?
I'm pretty sure Diagon Alley is only in Orlando. Now I'll have to look it up, but I want to say...
Okay.
Because we went... I'm pretty sure the one that has the fire-breathing dragon and all that, I'm pretty sure that's the only...
No, because that's the one of the big... Wait, what?
Oh, you're right. That's Gringotts. No,
that's Gringotts, yeah.
Gringotts is Diagon Alley.
Are you saying that's the only... There's only one of them?
I thought...
Unless the other one doesn't have the dragon, and it's just Gringotts.
I don't think they have Diagon Alley at Hollywood.
I'm just saying.
Now I'm going to have to look it up.
And honestly, now that I think about it, you're probably right, it is.
But in any case, they are both really well done and very well themed. In fact, I know it's both Hogsmeades. Because they both, they don't have all the same rides though. That Hagrid ride is still, I
Disney
think,
World.
only in Florida.
Oh my gosh.
Orlando. So anyways, I would say, gosh, I'm going to say Avengers Campus for me. But the reason is because I can't ride the Harry Potter rides. Universal rides, so many of them are either simulator.
It's simulators, yeah.
And with the Harry Potter rides, even though it's not a straight up simulator ride, it's kind of simulator-ish. That's got enough of the same problems for me that even with the relief band, there's no way I could ride that hippogriff ride. Or is it no, it's the
one you went on was hippogriff.
Yeah, the one I went on was hippogriff. What was it the one that you went on that
I don't remember what it was called, but
yeah,
it was the bookshelf stuff.
Yeah. Anyways, so here's the thing. Harry Potter, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter is amazing. Mm-hmm. Absolutely amazing. They did a great job. It rivals the quality of the details of Disney's best lands. They're not as in detailed lands like your typical old school OG lands, Those, I would say Harry Potter has it beat, but the new lands where you talk about Star Wars or Pandora or those, or even Cars Land, it's just the same level of depth and detail, and it's really awesome. And so if you're a Harry Potter fan, absolutely worth going to. They're wonderful. However, the rides are very hard if you get motion sickness easily. And
also, when I was choosing, I wasn't even thinking of the rides. Just being there is awesome.
Yeah, that's true. Just being in the environment.
I can also get all my Slytherin stuff.
That's true. You can do a lot of good shopping, Harry Potter shopping.
Yep.
Use your wands, magic wands up and down the Hogsmeade's storefronts and stuff. But anyways, yeah. But I would have to say Avengers Campus for myself just because of the motion sickness.
Okay.
I can ride the rides at Disneyland, but not those ones.
Yep.
And once they do eventually add that, the third ride, oh my gosh, where they have the
Quinjet?
Yeah, the Quinjet ride.
At Avengers Campus.
Yeah, I think that'll give more to Avengers Campus so that they can have something more to rival the other with? Is it mine or is it yours? Oh. See, your dramatic flair is wasted on an audio only podcast.
Yep. Okay, if Disney were to build a new park close to you, would you rather it be a totally new park with new themes and new rides, or a repeat of Disneyland?
Callie was contributing to that. Our cat was meowing, if you probably heard. Let's see. Well, since Disneyland is only 6 hours from where we are, I would want it to be a totally new land. I wouldn't want another Disneyland right so close.
The thing for me is that I would like that, except that we don't know. Like, what if it's completely new, but we don't like it as much? And
okay,
like,
what Disney park do we not like?
Well, the thing is like, I don't know, it's just,
There's no Disney park that we've ever been to that we wouldn't like. So I don't think that they would build one that we wouldn't like. Oh, cat, don't get on the laptop.
Maybe bringing her over here wasn't the best idea.
No, probably not. Just so all right. So what would your answer be then? Would you rather have the?
Yeah, I'll go with yours.
You don't have to just go with mine.
No, but it makes sense.
Yeah, I figure if Disneyland is only 6 hours away, I want something different to have close.
Yeah.
And then you have 2 fairly easy options.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Of course, if you prefer Disneyland better, you will probably go to it less because, like, oh, well, we have this one at home.
Maybe.
Like,
it's hard to say.
Yeah.
But if we prefer whatever we prefer the most, we'll probably still make an effort to go to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, would you rather have a longer vacation staying off Disney property or a shorter vacation staying on in a Disney resort hotel?
Longer vacation.
That is absolutely true at Disneyland. That's what we usually opt to do. What about Disney World?
It's not my money.
Will you stop torturing the cat and let her go?
No.
She's being so patient. Okay. So what if it was your money? Not so easy to just spend your own money.
I guess I don't. We're mainly focusing on Disneyland. I'd probably do a shorter vacation. Because doesn't the Disney resort sort of balance it out when it comes to pricing?
Are you talking about Disney World?
Yeah.
The value resort hotel options are usually comparable to a Disneyland off property, like across the street. So you're close, but not on property. But Disney World off property, the further away you get from it, the less it's going to be. So you could stay off What?
Yeah. But the thing is, you have to pay for either being driven there or gas. And that's why I was going with the money.
I see what you're saying. Sorry, yes. So you do have to factor in rental car or Uber costs and parking, because either your hotel might have a parking fee, and even if it doesn't, Disney has a parking fee. So that. And then any other types of costs for that, and then the time involved in transporting, driving back and forth and stuff. Mm-hmm. So I mean, I agree with you, but that wasn't really the question.
Well, no, but I said longer vacation.
Oh, okay. You'd rather a longer off property.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So is it yours to ask me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I think, should we do this the last one? Because we're already...
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you rather fly or drive to Disneyland?
Oh.
Drive.
We drive. We drive because it's less expensive.
Oh, for me, it's because I like car trips. And I also don't pay for plane tickets. But it's mainly because I like car trips. Cars are nice. I like being in the car.
Yeah. For us, especially living here, it's just as easy. Now, when we lived in Washington, I would rather fly. Because it was a 16-hour drive.
I would still drive. Well, I would be in the... I wouldn't drive, but
Not yet.
I would want to be in the car.
Yeah. For me, yeah, at this point, it's about money more than anything, because it's not really even about time, because by the time you get to the airport a little bit early and get checked in and then board and then fly and then get your stuff and then travel it's not a whole lot of a time saver to fly when we live here, but it certainly is a lot less expensive to drive. So ultimately right now, drive. Okay, that was it. That was not a very exciting question to end on.
No, I think we need to do another one.
You think one more?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, we'll do one more. Oh, this is better, maybe. Would you rather spend a day at Disney's Castaway Cay in the Bahamas or at one of Disney's water parks in Florida?
Wait, hold on.
Do you want to spend a day at Castaway Cay or at either Typhoon Lagoon or Blizzard Beach?
I'm trying to think of what said Castaway Cay. Probably one of the water parks in Florida.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
And you don't even have to pick which one, because of the water slides and things like that.
Yeah, I remember Castaway Cay. Like, you have to make sure that you book things like beforehand, or else you kind of don't know. We don't have anything to do.
Well, there are things to do. Like it's just more low key stuff. So it's being at the beach. It's playing at like that pelican.
The slides.
Yeah, you like the fun stuff. Yeah,
yeah,
the actual activities.
Yeah.
And there are some, like you said, there are some activities you just have to book on, but that's not usually a problem. We've never had a problem getting what we wanted to do.
Well,
except for that,
it
got canceled. But that's
the
COVID.
Rays got the
that had
a malfunction.
The Rays
they got COVID.
The Rays did not get COVID, and they did not malfunction. But they had to cancel our stuff. They had to cancel our excursion because of some sort of rethink COVID. But anyways, hard to say. But anyhow, okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
I love the beach, but I also do really like the water parks. If I was going to be going, I think I would, I don't know. That's a really hard one. I think that most days I would pick Castaway Cay.
Okay.
Just because it's so relaxing, and I just love to just relax and pull up a chair under the palm trees and take a nap and then have a free lunch and some ice cream and and then go back and maybe swim. The water is so warm. Yeah, you did take a nap. You were totally bundled up like a mummy. But on the other hand, both water parks have lots of fun rides, and the lazy river and the wave pools and things. But most days I would probably pick the beach, but there certainly are. I would certainly be happy at the water parks too. So I don't know if that's a non-answer, but that's okay. All right. Well, that was another fun round of Would You Rather. Thanks for joining us. If you are watching or listening to this, leave a comment and tell us some of your answers. What do you agree with some of all those questions? Are there any that you totally disagree with? Tell us. What would you rather? But anyways, thanks for playing along, and we'll talk to you next week.
See you.